You're being harassed at school or work. No one believes you and you have no one to turn to. Every single day feels like a living hell and you're at your wit's end. You just don't know what to do. But either way, things can't continue like this. They just can't. Enter Kurokami-sama. Kurokami literally means black hair, and that's a pretty apt description for this yokai. Or if you believe some of the stories, perhaps even Kami-sama. This creature is said to be absolutely covered, head to toe, in black hair. Kind of like Cousin It. But here's the thing. Somewhat like Hikiko-san, who is a champion of those being bullied, Kurokami-sama is also a champion of those being harassed, bullied, or downtrodden, regardless of age or position. But if you want Kurokami-sama's help, you must first carry out a ritual. Thankfully, this ritual is quite easy. First, you must pluck a strand of your own hair. Now, with that strand of hair in hand, you must chant the name of the person you wish revenge against, and then say, "Please avenge me." Once you've done that, you must go to the top of a building or some other high place and chant one more thing. "Kurokami-sama, please clear my regret." Then you drop the strand of hair and let it fly away. Sounds easy, right? If you've done all this correctly, and you truly are in need of help, then Kurokami-sama will get to work. It's said that he appears at 2 a.m, and, if he grants your wish, the person who has been bullying or harassing you will suddenly die in a mysterious accident, or perhaps pass away from a very sudden illness. There will, of course, be no way to track this back to you, and nobody will be any the wiser. And that's that. As long as you are truly in need of help, Kurokami-sama will get to work and remove the source of the problem. Permanently. All for the small cost of a single strand of your hair. Kurokami-sama is actually a rather recent yokai, or kami-sama. This legend first started to spread just a decade ago, in 2014. In January of that year, stories of this mysterious Kurokami-sama, who would smite your foes, began to spread through places like Ni-channel like wildfire, and several large media outlets even picked up on it. It was said that people in their 20s and 30s from the Tokyo area were the ones spreading it, but it was believed the story itself originated from the Tohoku area. Then it continued to spread even further into Chiba and Kanagawa, before becoming famous all over the country. When you think about the work-life balance of many young people in Tokyo, and the horrid stress many people are under in one of the most densely populated areas in the entire world, it's not hard to see how this legend of an otherworldly being who would smite those keeping you down would become popular. Details of Kurokami-sama online can be traced back to January 13th, and around a week later, it was popular enough to be picked up by various matome sites, those websites that collect and collate Ni-channel threads for posterity and ease of reading. One tale tells of how a woman who was being sexually harassed by her boss at work asked Kurokami-sama for help, and shortly thereafter, the boss was fired. Another girl who was constantly being bullied asked for help, and soon thereafter, her bully's family was torn apart. Another girl who was being bullied asked for help and ended up leading a happy and successful life after. But, as with all good urban legends, that's not the end of the story. Although Kurokami-sama is most happy to help those in need, it appears this yokai has but one demand. You don't talk about Fight Club. You don't talk about Kurokami-sama's ritual. Or, perhaps more accurately, you don't tell others that Kurokami-sama actually helped you. There are numerous stories where people begged Kurokami-sama for help, carried out the ritual, and then got the help they desired. Hooray! However, once they went and told a friend or family about this, Kurokami-sama then turned their attentions on them. Sometimes they're spirited away, other times they lose their mind and have to be hospitalized until they die, etc., etc. You get the idea. If you tell someone that Kurokami-sama helped you, then you'll be next. Kurokami-sama both giveth and taketh away. There's one popular story of a girl, A, who was being bullied and carried out the ritual to ask for help. Kurokami-sama obliged and took care of the bullies in various unpleasant ways. Of course, the bullying then stopped. A was most pleased, but when she noticed another girl being bullied, she shared the Kurokami-sama ritual with her and told her it was a great way to get rid of her oppressors. However, this didn't go quite as planned, and instead, the bullies found their luck on the rise, while A herself was beset with misfortune after misfortune. In the end, A went missing, and nobody ever saw her again. The moral of the story being, you don't talk about Kurokami-sama. As a yokai, or even as a deity, they are capricious and willing to turn on a whim. But there are some who believe that this isn't quite the full story. It wasn't that Kurokami-sama was upset that A shared the story of the ritual. After all, everyone shares that story these days, and people don't disappear after. If nobody knew of the ritual, then Kurokami-sama wouldn't have anything to do after all. No, some people believe that it was because A herself, having gotten a high from seeing her bullies punished, actually got a little carried away, and in turn, became a bully herself. She started threatening anyone she didn't like, anyone who even vaguely annoyed her, and told them that she would sick Kurokami-sama on them. She had done it before, and she would do it again. Kurokami-sama was on her side, her own personal guard dog, if you will. Naturally, Kurokami-sama ain't about all that, and seeing the girl they had just helped now becoming the evil she had sought to destroy, Kurokami-sama went, yeah, nah, and punished her instead. Stay humble, folks. It'll help you from being spirited away. It is perhaps because of this that Kurokami-sama has become a favored deity to seek when asking for help. This is a rare ritual that has basically zero drawbacks, as long as you yourself don't turn evil as well. You yourself never even see Kurokami-sama, and the only cost of the ritual is one strand of hair, imbued with the negative feelings you have towards the person bullying or harassing you. Kurokami-sama then presumably adds that to all the hair covering their body, making them a big walking angry hairball, and then removes the problem. There's no way for this ritual to backfire, like the Hour of the Ox ritual that fails simply when someone sees you committing it, or any other number of rituals that can fail because you did something slightly wrong. This is the easiest and most fail-safe ritual of all. You just have to be a good person yourself. That's literally it. And if you can't even do that, then maybe don't bring yourself to Kurokami-sama's attention in the first place. But what did you guys think of this one? Do you have any similar stories where you're from? Let me know in the comments below, and if you'd like to help support this channel so you can see more content like this, please consider hitting that join button down below as well. Every bit of support really helps. Thanks guys, and I'll see you again next time.